Let there be peace and love. Welcome to Satsang. You are already that what you search. You are already that self which never decays, which never starts, which is never empty, which is never full, which doesn't depend on waves of bliss or self-knowledge. You are already that regardless of the talk of your mind. And if one takes himself for I am such and such, or even I am, that I will never be satisfied, never fulfilled. Because I is of the nature of the dream, the illusion. What is not real is called like this for a while. So it is surely not in the mind or in the experiences of the body that one can find the self, the answer to its search, to be liberated, to be oneself. Never it will be. There is no exception. Why? Because I, which is not alone, which is I am such and such, is glued, is married to a mind and a body. And the nature of that is absolutely unsubstantial. There is no reality in it. So whatever it will present is of an unreal nature. It is not real. It can never be real. It's a product coming from a cause which is not real. So the solution to that search is surely not in the suggestions of the mind, in that direction, but trying to see, is there any seeker at all? Who is this seeker? From where this idea comes? You see. It's a very natural, efficient shortcut. In case one believes he makes a loop. And it is expressed, that loop, as, oh, I am lost, I'm not yet myself. That loop is a mechanism of the mind to keep its existence looking like real. So don't be deluded by that. Try to hear, regardless of the attachments and the desires in that mind. Try to hear, but who is this I? From where it rises? What is it? And you will, if you reply, it comes from I am such and such, or even I am, is part of the dream, is part of the rising creation of your own self. So all what appears can be demystified, including the one who demystifies. So that may take some time to understand or to spot what is mind and that the I was a mind is also mind. But the best direction to not to give power or trust into that mind we believed so much in is to go back from where that mind rises, from there where I rises. And keep quiet an instant there, where you never left, where you always are. If it is not clear, if you have any doubt, any preoccupations about that subject, please expose it. Satsang, I think, is the best place for it, because it's a place which will not bind you and will not offer you more ideas. It will always bring you back from where the conviction comes, or from where the doubt comes. So, if you still search, it means you believe you are a seeker. And so, just see where the seeker is stuck, where it lands that it makes him search. That would be interesting to express. To express. Yes, please.
What I'm observing
Yeah.
is that there's not really something I can find.
Okay.
Like it's not that there's an experience that I'm left with or a knowing.
Okay.
It's more, a not knowing, a complete not knowing.
Okay.
And it's not satisfying for the mind because there's nothing for him there.
Yes. Yes, very good. I say very good.
So it's, for me it's not a finding something and holding it, it's
Absolutely.
more a staying. It's more surrendering to that qualitylessness that remains when I stop leaving with the mind. So it's not reliable.
What is not
Or
real?
to the mind it appears as not reliable because he doesn't register what lies beyond him.
Yeah. But may I ask you, who knows that not knowing?
I?
Okay. So, you still start from I, but you have demystified your mind. That's why there is nothing, it looks, if you say what happens to you, there is nothing to grasp there because you know the nature of it. But I see one thing you have not demystified. What could it be? One thing is left which is deeply unsatisfied because it's right. It's not in staying in the mind, let it be a demystified mind. That will do. So what remains? Too much?
To be demystified.
Yeah, what remains too much?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand you, that's why. Let's try. Let's try. So, what I understood, you tell me if it is wrong. What I understood is that you have demystified your mind, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And you are in a non-knowing now.
Yeah.
But who is in the non-knowing? Who knows that?
The self? Yeah, that which remains.
Self?
It's not that I'm gone or something.
No, I understand. You are not gone anywhere. You stayed in I. It is I who is now in a demystified mind. It's like a no man's land, you see. You cannot take a direction because you have demystified. But I stays with the demystification, which he will call not knowing. You cannot say that you are the self, you are your true self realized. You are now in a landing of I demystified.
Mm-hmm.
It's excellent, because then it will enter like butter. Is it what you said?
What do you mean it will enter like that?
Wait. Wait. To hear, you are a demystified I. I too much. It's a I too much.
Okay.
So now only an inch of a step prior to that from where I came. Keep quite there.
Yeah.
Don't go into unknowing even.
Mm-hmm.
It's a talk of the mind to say unknowing. Keep quiet without grasping even
a comment
the
about
experience of unknowing, which belongs to I. Still. You follow me?
that. Yes.
Keep quiet. And whenever, this will still appear, you see, in your mind. But don't give value, it's just like any other talk, in fact. You know now, I'm not even this. Keep quiet in your own self. And the mind, I tell you, will never be able to describe it. So it's of no use to go into description.
I kind of still have a question about that because because it doesn't know anything.
But what? I want to know, what do you mean exactly? Who doesn't know anything?
Yeah, there are.
I! Yes! Because you see, he's at the source. Still, he's in the manifestation, but at the source. Because if you are not at the source, if you are in yourself, even the source disappears. But still it speaks at the source, and at the source there is nothing much. It's a demystified I. And still it can have the pride to stay there. And that's a very big risk, because if there is a seed of I, but you can be sure and sure that slowly or quickly it will grasp something, and a new loop is taken.
Mm-hmm.
So don't even accept that attainment, because it's a fake attainment.
Yeah, I totally see that.
Huh?
I totally see what you say.
Ah, wonderful, then keep quiet.
Yeah, I just want to tell you, like a movement that could cause someone to leave or to grasp.
Yeah.
And that's that there's no control. I don't have a life.
Who cares? Who cares? The mind will tell anything. And then you will get afraid if you believe it's true. Or you get cuckoo, or you will suddenly invent extraordinary fantasy about it. No.
So it doesn't even matter. If it's
Oh,
true.
no. It doesn't matter. It's a trick of the mind to keep you in existence, but not in beingness, you see. So, let this mind talk. He will never tell you anything about your own self. Realize your own self in keeping quiet. One can say just prior that grasping. There is nothing else to understand. or to achieve.
I have a question. Yesterday you said we shouldn't grasp anything, and right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm
when-
checking if my own words are right.
okay. So when I don't grasp something, then automatically I'm quiet, or is there any?
Oh, but
something-
you have to see by yourself.
Yeah.
Don't grasp and then tell me what happens. Yeah.
Because for me, I realize there exists something like a passive grasping. I don't know how to describe it.
Mhm.
So this active is okay. There are thoughts or there's a
Okay.
feeling, and I can
Okay.
check it. I
Okay.
see it.
Okay. And what do you mean by passive? I don't know what.
Yeah, it's like I can't see when you say grasping is something like a movement. I come quiet to be still.
Yeah, but you know you are quiet. What is this? Who knows? You must have grasped the quietness to know you are quiet. Then I don't call it quiet. When I say keep quiet,
Yeah.
it's so that I doesn't rise to keep your quietness. To see, to be quiet is an experience. And to have an experience, there must be an experiencer.
Mm.
So, I must have grasped quietness so that it exists. I say keep quiet so that I doesn't rise. Then who will know what? Who is there to know what? Who is there to know if he's enlightened or not? Who is there to know if he's quiet? You understand?
Yeah, maybe this is what I mean with passive
Oh,
grasping.
no,
that
that's not what you mean. No. You mean that you are grasping the silence.
No, I don't know. It's like I
But
don't.
you don't see it. Let me
Ah,
explain.
okay. Yeah.
Let me explain.
Mm.
I am very aware that some experiences you cannot make it out that you are identified or that you grasp is something. But whatever description you give to I, or whatever experience which happens to I, it is a grasping. So, from where I, who knows I am quiet, comes. From where? Who is aware? Now listen. Who is aware I am in silence? Hmm?
Yeah, the mind.
Ah, no.
No.
No,
Okay.
there is a big confusion.
Yeah,
Listen.
probably.
No, it's okay. We try to. The mind only starts with I. Can you see this world? Can you describe anything if you don't utter I? Tell me. Tell me.
No,
Just.
of course not.
Ah, very good. Of course not. So, to say I am quiet, you need I to say to utter quietness. Yeah.
Mhm.
But then no, what is aware that I am quiet?
Yeah, there needs to be some distance that you can realize it. Otherwise, I
Right,
wouldn't even know
right.
it. That
So
I'm quiet.
it is a description. So keep quiet in that awareness. Keep quiet from where you see I am quiet, I am this. Don't confuse yourself for what you see. And that's yourself. Now that yourself express itself in awareness when there is something to be seen. But it may not express itself as awareness when there is nothing to see.
Mm.
So that direction, you see? Now, can you tell me the same question from here? Can you ask me the same question?
I should ask you again the same question.
I ask you, can you, from here, ask me the same question?
Ah, okay, no, I understand. Okay.
From here?
Yeah, after you said this, of course,
Of course not.
it's not possible.
But then that's good. Keep quiet here. What is important is not to put a question, nor to have an answer in the realm of the question. It is not to have a curiosity for questions or answers. Means not to have a curiosity for this mind, because I know now that it is just coming and going, unreal by nature. You see the direction? Yes.
I feel very grateful for the time of being here with you. And one difficulty I like to express,
Yes.
even though you've given me the answer so many times,
Doesn't matter.
but for example, in the daily life, when there's a certain pain touching me, it's like touching a nerve, and my emotions become uncontrollable.
Yeah, sure.
I have no chance to step back somehow.
But listen, I never said that you have to transform your emotions or mind.
Yeah.
Know that you are not your emotions and mind, it belongs to your body and mind, but not to your real nature. Don't try not to be emotional if circumstances brings you that. There is nothing wrong to express emotions. They will not root if the moment you know I am not what appears. The problem is the rooting, you see, and there is a rooting only if you believe I am I have emotions, so that's a problem, you see. So you have really to have this step back to see I am not that. It's all a movie, a dream. Why should I transform an illusion? This samsara, this illusion, is full of pain and pleasures. It will not change even for freedom. It is the way the self expresses itself in the duality, in the mirage, in the dream. Do you hear me?
Yes.
The problem is the confusion. It is not what appears. And you see, often myself, I speak of habits. You go to India, so you know vasanas and all that. They are illusions also. So they appear, they have a certain impact of habit that we trusted in the dream, but nobody said it has to disappear or it has to be transformed. No real wise men said so. They said, this is all what appears, and if there is an appearance, there must be I. All this is part of the mirage, of the dream. Not to get that confusion from where I come. Keep quiet here. That's all. You have to do that. Full power, full strength, in the keeping quiet, in the sense that for a period of time, because of this illusory power of the habits. But who cares? After keeping quiet, all this disappears also as a fight, or as a, it looks so much effort. All that disappears. It will not if you work with the illusion. And keeping quiet, you leave the illusion alone. You don't work with that. Good. Ah.
Szerintem, hogy a legjobb, amit megtehetek, hogy mindig folyton fölteszem magamnak, aki vagyok én.
The best what I can do is that I always ask myself, who am I?
Ahogy megsoroznak a gondolatok, mindig, amilyen sűrűn csak tudom, fölteszem ezt.
As whenever a thought comes.
Okay.
És ez ugyanaz, amikor mindig mondod nekem, hogy go back, vagy
It's the same when you say to me, go back.
Hogy így eljutok vele egy olyan állapotba, ami így értelmesen nem kifejezhető, nem is tudom kifejezni.
I can reach a kind of state which I cannot describe.
Yeah, but don't reach any state. Let him not land on any state. Even if he cannot describe, it is a state. Mm-hmm. No. The undescribable is a state. It is not who you are. It is a state in layers of the consciousness. You see, it's so deep, so infinitely creative about that spirituality. It's undescribable, it is the unknown, it is absolute, it is whatever, you see. There are states, there are new concepts. The describable is replaced by the indescribable now. Then you land there. It's not true. Who knows the undescribable I? This bloody I is still very, very hero because he wins. Don't be fooled by that. Okay, don't land there. Achha.
So I should ask myself again and again.
Yes, investigate. Never stop, because if you have to investigate more, means you land always somewhere. Doesn't matter. For a while, investigate. Don't lose courage. Be consistent.
Until the person who asked the question disappeared.
It can be now. Because if you put in time, it means you don't ask the question properly. Who am I? Somehow it's an exit from this dream. You may ask it once only. Otherwise, you ask with your mind and you land in the dreamy world again. So don't land. Who am I is not to land anywhere. Nor in the nowhere. Huh? This is also a state and a concept given by the mind. Be freed. Be freed from concepts, you see, from landing. Be freed from this so-called real I. It will appear, of course, it's still this body and mind. But be free to believe all the time that I will attain something. I will never attain the self. So leave it as it is Let it be twisted, let it be sattvic, let it be tamasic, rajasic. Who cares? Who cares? It's a beautiful sculpture, you see. Some are like this, some like this. Who cares? It's beautiful. But you are not that.
So don't start with this until
Yeah, but it can, you see. Don't go so into this infinite repeating, who am I? You see, it's not a mantra, this who am I. It cannot be a mantra. When you have this fire, when you are totally fed up to be helpless, hopeless, just ask, who is this? Who am I which is fed up? It's a description. So, who am I? And I hear you go. It's an indication. Huh? The exit from your dream. It's an indication. Huh? Who am I? And you keep quiet where this question ends, and it's enough to have asked once. Of course, you may fail a few times, but know that once it is the last. It can be. Why to have an idea that I will repeat it all the time? Why? It's also a concept. Huh? It's also a concept. You see, one always binds himself by concepts that the mind presents. Even this one is a concept. It's extraordinary, isn't it? You hear something new? Or do you hear something? But of course, I know that it may take some time because this mind is so crowded. But have a life of investigation, very good. But don't keep the concept of time for that. You slept well?
I asked the question, who is happy? And this led from the other way. The other way was who is
fearful.
Who is fearful? And this was, I asked the question, so I am not fearful. But now, who is happy? That's a very different way.
No, it's exactly the same direction. Who is fearful? The concentration is on who. You leave the fear when you ask who is fearful.
I had the idea, I asked the question, so I don't have any more fear.
Yeah, but this binds you.
Yes.
This binds you.
But if I ask who is happy, this stops.
Okay.
And it's only the question.
Okay. And where is the question now? So what is here now?
Pardon?
What is here now?
Nothing.
Okay?
Just nothing.
So keep quiet before grasping nothing. Are you aware that whatever you will express, I has to rise to say nothing? That's why I say keep quiet before grasping nothing. Means before grasping I, who says nothing. Hmm? Very good. Yes.
Now I'm always testing if I'm grasping or not grasping.
Okay.
It is a bit crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I know it. I don't grasp this question, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You are not sure if you are yourself?
No.
It's about I or it's about yourself?
This is I know.
So don't care about this I. He will never know about yourself. He wants so much to be enlightened himself that he wants to check if he's enlightened or not.
Yeah.
It's a joke, huh? It's in the dream, in the movie. You are never lost, you are always yourself. So just keep quiet before grasping the talk of the checker. You become a checker. Before you were a seeker, now you are a checker. You don't need. You see who you really are. Doesn't depend on a checker. It's totally fulfilled, contented, empty, whatever, because there is no description. Before any checking, it doesn't depend on something. It doesn't depend on the knowledge of your mind. Because you see, if you check, then I check what? Suddenly you are, well, you are what? What does it mean? You are enlightened then, or what? I will never be enlightened. Huh? Right?
And I can't see or recognize the self.
Never. So what to do now? You just keep quiet.
But yes, I tried, and I
Yeah, try. Try hard.
I was trying this. Keep
Try.
quiet.
And be more and more wise, because while trying you will see that you are still playing with the mind, and at some point you will feel totally, but where am I? What am I doing? And you will keep quiet.
Sorry, once more, please.
You can translate? Or you don't know also?
I catch, but not.
Yeah, what I was telling you.
That's right.
No, it's okay. I said try hard. It's a way to mature, you see. Try hard, because every time you may be aware more and more that you are playing with your mind, with I.
Yes.
And at some point it will strike you to just drop the whole thing. And then you will keep quiet. But one has to try a lot, because I is full alive, is full of power, of trust, because of past beliefs. So he wants to try, still checks. He was on, after the checker, there will be something better, I'm sure. And, he wants to always transform himself till a nobody. Haha, a nobody. I'm nobody now. And then he thinks he's enlightened. But then who is nobody? I. So it's of no use to work with I. I cannot check anything. I has to disappear as a belief from where that belief came. That's all. That direction, yeah? Yeah?
And one more.
Yeah, please do.
For example, if I'm doing something, I attend to this doing.
No problem.
This attend to is no problem.
The body-mind is in circumstances, of course. You will do things. You see, you respond to circumstances. It doesn't mean that you are the doer. Just have the normal life, that circumstances where you are placed, you see. It doesn't mean you are.
Okay, and what about if I wake up in the morning, but I don't wake up only a little. I didn't wake up. I had a dream or a half dream, and I recognize. Okay, I'm dreaming, but I'm in a dream, and what can I do now?
But you are out of the dream to know that you are dreaming. Huh? You are out of the dream to know I dream.
Yes, but what can I do this time, this occasion, or what?
But the dream has not to disappear. It is the belief that you are the dreamer which has to disappear. This dream will never disappear as long as body-mind is alive. If the one who freed himself, it's a way to speak, but let's say when there is freedom, this manifestation continues its own way. I mean, it is the self expressing itself, and it will always continue, and then what? The thing is not to take yourself for a doer, for a seer, for a checker, for a seeker, for whatever. For I. You have not to change the dream. It will come. Investigate, keep quiet. Investigate, keep quiet. Yeah?
every time after satsang I feel like some silent sweetness, and it stays for, depends, some hours or some days, and then I see, oh, less, and then away. And so this sweetness is it, I think this is just an effect of my true self, and I think, this is also very beautiful, like
It's an effect, exact, it's true. It's an expression of yourself, but don't expect it will last. Any expression is the self, is from the self. Don't expect it last. Why an expression should last suddenly? Because it is the expression of myself. Everything is the expression of myself. Nothing lasts. That's what I see in the beginning. Who you are, your own self, doesn't depend even on the waves of bliss or self-knowledge. You may have experiences, as you say, after satsang, because there is an ungrasping for more a while. You still a moment from time which the daily life doesn't offer you. So of course you have direct expression of yourself, still an expression. It will not last. You are not that.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I wanted to
Be clear.
yes.
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 So wonderful. It appears. It appears beautiful. It disappears beautiful. It's not even myself. It's an expression. You have not lost yourself for that.
But I realized that my eyes say, okay,
No.
this is beautiful, and it's maybe more beautiful than to read a book or to do that. It's very special feeling, and it wants to keep.
But this is the thing. The great way is not difficult for those who do not have preferences. Don't have preferences, because any expression is unreal anyway. Why should you prefer one than another? The body and mind finds, of course, more comfortable with what is positive and what not, but it is very, very unreal by nature. Let it be bliss, I repeat, and self-knowledge. I say that for those who go to India especially. Yes.
So when I realize who I really are, doesn't my
Body-mind.
body-mind system is more peaceful, or I mean, is
But
there,
of course you will be visited by big moments of peace, of joy, of sweetness, of unsweetness, of unpeace, and of it's duality. The death is part of the manifestation, the disappearance, the loss. It is duality. These both, birth and death, joy and pain. In the duality, that's why I, with an appearance, searches at some point, because he's never really satisfied. Of course, everything he experiences goes.
ghost?
It goes.
It
It
goes,
goes. Sorry,
okay.
it goes away. It's a ghost. It's a ghost. Very good. Yeah, and that's why you see the wise men who went there, a way to say, the Buddhas, recently Papaji, they indicated, of course, you cannot have a solution in this dream. And this dream appears because there is I appearing that you take for yourself. Concept of body-mind. So ask from where this concept comes. Keep quite there. Where is the bondage then? Who cares if this appears this way, that way? The body-mind will care.
Of course.
You are not the body-mind. Clear?
So I am that where the sweetness rises.
Yes, yes, yes. And where the sweetness disappears also. Don't forget that one. You never lose yourself. Whatever appearance appears and shows up. So you cannot be bound, you see.
Can you explain the keep quiet?
It's
Is it
unexplainable.
only this question, or is there some more within?
No, when you keep quiet, the question disappears. You cannot keep quiet while you ask the question. It's when the question disappears, then you keep quiet. And
Also
not
the
any question. If you ask, who is the Coca-Cola coming from? I think you remain in something, in the object. Here it is a subjective question, the unique in this manifestation. Listen, the brain produces only one unique subjective question. Who am I? Keep quiet. And do that for a while, whenever you feel lost, whenever you suddenly realize I trust still an experience, come back to that. It will become an automatism, and then at some point this also will leave you. Don't worry.
Ganga,
Yes.
I would like to share something,
Yes.
but actually it's not a question.
Whatever.
Maybe you can react. Something.
I will see, don't worry.
It feels like the eye is drowning of information and theoretical knowledge, but still there is the eye.
So that feeling, you know, is the contrary of what you were grasping before. Now it's full of information, but somehow you don't grasp it, or you don't give importance, but this luggage is still there. So of course it belongs to I. So what does it mean? What does it mean? Tell me. I is still there. So what do I say when I is still there? Ah no, not yet. Okay. How can you keep quiet when I is there? Then you will be I keeping quiet, and after 1 hour you will not keep quiet.
Who am I?
Ah, yes, it is here that you have to ask. And then keep quiet means there is nothing else to do than to keep quiet. Where is anybody?
It's so shocking, in a way.
Yes, I know. The mind is scandalized. It can be scandalized.
When you say keep quiet,
I mind quiet, but mind say, don't keep quiet, I'm here. And mind wants to, and I wants to wake up. And this is,
The mind will not wake up.
And I think I have read death of the ego and birth of the soul, of the real self.
What? The birth of the soul?
Yeah, what does mean? Death of the ego and
The
resurrection. Yeah.
Death.
Death,
Yeah.
sorry.
Death of the ego and resurrection.
Je retranslate.
Death of the ego and the birth of the soul.
Oh my God. You know those spiritual
Yeah, it's
sentences.
nice. Yeah. Yeah.
I am exhausted only listening to this. You empty your mind from this knowledge. It will not help you. And if I answer to you, it will not help you.
Okay.
So, who speaks? Who tells those uninteresting sentences? Who keeps them? Who keeps them? I.
Yeah.
Who am I? It's a direction. Who am I? You will not find it there. You have to go that side. Because you think you are there, so you have to go that side. In fact, it's not true also, because you are never away from yourself. But you believe it so much you are away. I say, go back from where I am, from where I come, from where I can be expressed. Keep quiet there.
It does that. I want to say, I say, but
You do that. So I think the soul and the death of the ego, you can forget about it.
okay.
Really.
Yeah.
That's nice, huh?
Yeah.
The mind is less crowded. Yes, yes. What about you today?
Oh, I can only laugh. It's some kind of burning something.
Good. You know what burns? If you don't interfere, they believe I am I, body, mind.
Feels like
So let it burn. It's anyway an illusion, because you were never something, so nothing has to be burnt, but let it be burned. You're cool, huh? Troubles left you.
No, they came back.
They came
They
back.
came back.
How come?
But I stay still.
Huh? How they come? How they came?
I tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. You want to keep them?
No, I just watch and that's it.
Okay. What
But I
happened?
can't tell, but it's not so
Okay.
necessary.
Okay. But what you meant that you will be with the troubles? You thought so?
No, not really.
Ah.
For some time, yes, I thought.
Yeah.
It looked like.
Okay. And then now you see troubles can still come. Yeah? Do you
For
lost
sure.
yourself?
No,
Oh, then it's okay.
it's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
but then you cannot do anything with
No,
this
that's
manifestation.
There is nothing to do now. I mean, for now, I can say that the search is much bigger than the eye. It's much bigger.
This I have to understand. The surge is bigger?
Than the eye.
I never in my life. Okay, the surge is bigger than. Wow, I learned something new. What do you mean?
Yeah, this is what I mean. It's just bigger.
But it is still the eye who contains it. That's why
Yeah,
you can tell.
sure. Yeah,
So
yeah.
eye is bigger than the surge.
Okay. Yeah, you can twist it around. I mean,
Yeah, I
you
can-
can.
yeah.
You can
Yeah.
anyway, you can
Yeah,
twist it.
so
this
it
and
is
the
the
other way.
duality, huh?
Yeah.
Duality. And why do you search?
No reason, actually.
Bad habit.
Sorry?
Bad habit.
No reason?
No. To search, it's
To
a bad
search.
habit. He understands you very well. Huh? Okay, very nice. Yes.
I don't know what.
Doesn't
to
matter.
share, but I
Tell
feel
me.
I want to. Yeah, I'm just so amazed how it can get more and more simple. But, well, yesterday when I shared again something
Yeah.
dropped, then I know every time I share
Yeah.
something drops again and I go in deeper. But it's just so wonderful to see. It feels like I'm out of this trap. Like I don't have this need anymore to know or to get it or to hold something. It's like I can give everything back. Like there's nothing for me. Like there's nothing I get, nothing I have, nothing. It's just.
But where is the depth in yourself? So who is the one who gets deeper? Let this experience appear. Don't take it for yourself. Don't take it for who you are. Mm. You see, when you identify with consciousness, you have always new insights. Consciousness is infinite manifestation. It is the I which lost its personal aspect, let's say. And there is an infinity depth. It is bottomless, you can say. It is constant, amazing discovery and revelations. Still, it is the manifestation. It is what appears. So don't grasp even this, that you are amazed by what looks like is. You are the one, you are that, from where this can appear and disappear. It's not there when you sleep. So who you are cannot take that trip. Who you are will never be objectified. How can you be amazed? Who is there to be amazed? You hear me?
You just blew me away.
Hmm?
You just blew me away.
Yes, I'm very happy. Especially if you allow it. Wonderful. Yes.
Can you say something about those cramps that I feel?
Please, a little higher. Something about?
It's like a cramp. It feels like body cramps, and like bursts of tears, and shakings, and the heart is really can go very fast.
Yeah.
And it's very hot, and the breath is like hyperventilating.
It's a trick of your body-mind not to allow you to not to ungrasp. It doesn't matter, it will pass. It's just an experience because it wants to be still the one real. Don't worry. It will pass.
have still the belief that I have some bad programs, and because of that, I can't realize who I am.
So you drop the belief.
Yeah.
Just now.
But
Just now. Never to take it back. When it appears again, you don't touch it. It's
Okay.
fake.
It's just sometimes I experience, or there is such an
Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. Why you go there? Why you? I thought you were exploding. Why you go there back? Why? Who is speaking? Yes. Hi.
Consciousness still is an experience, huh? Somehow, and I am before consciousness.
If you can express consciousness, it must be after you. It must be a step from where you are, no? We always, through habit and misunderstanding, we always base oneself in one step. We always make one step too much, you see. Before we were kilometers away, oh, I am a woman and this and that and whatnot. Then it becomes emptier, and then you come to this consciousness, but it's still a step too much, you see. I am consciousness. You even reduce and you say, I equal consciousness. Or you just say consciousness. But if you say so, I has to rise to speak of what it looks like. Too much. So it is not that you have to change I of dress, you have not to change the dress of I, you have to make this I going from where it arises. There you are. There you are always. That is your own self. From where all the manifestation, including consciousness, of course, appears and disappears. Then keep quiet there. Keep quiet. Keep quiet, you see, is to make you realize that you are not what appears. Whatever it is, let it be consciousness.
There's the feeling that everything which is said disturbs the quietness.
Yes, it's so true. Even I am silence itself is disturbing. Yes, I agree. It's disturbing when you think it is yourself. Otherwise, this manifestation, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's because we have this habit of confusing oneself. When you don't confuse yourself, you see that you are quite agitated. It's anyway yourself appearing this way. So there is absolutely no separation and no confusion. But for that, you have to keep quiet first, not to confuse yourself with the appearances.
But it seems as if each question disturbs.
But don't ask. If you see it's a disturbance because you go in your mind, don't ask the question. Because what will be true in the question? What will give you, which help it will give you regarding realization? Tell me.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
But this is not a pleasant state. Even it's very clear that there is no use to ask something.
It's not pleasant for I.
No.
I totally agree. But then nobody told you have to stay in that unpleasant place. You just see why do you identify yourself with this I am in an unpleasant place? Is the good moment to ask from where this concept comes. You come nearer. I see your face not so well. I would like you come. Yeah, you. Brisbane? Brisbane? Brias. Yeah. You can sit here if you like. I have to see your face. What you are doing. What are you doing? I Huh? What are you doing?
Yeah, I try to just do nothing. Like be alert.
Yeah,
And
okay.
when the
So
mind
are you realizing why I just blew up some beliefs which stays? Some experiences which stays?
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, wonderful.
Because it seems like I was quiet before.
Of course.
And then I started sharing and then it blew up.
Yes,
really
of
big and
course.
exciting and whoa, I'm getting somewhere and then the boom boom and then I was there where I was before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's funny to see how the mind thinks, oh, it's so great. to let
But you
something
know,
go
that's why one has to come back to satsang for a long time, even if he thinks everything is done. Because the mind may be looking like a burnt rope. Still, there is some ashes. Don't take the risk. So good, you can.
Yeah, wonderful.
But don't think that it is done again.
I don't try to.
Okay.
The mind tries to give me that. I don't listen.
What is that? You thought it was at this time? You, yes. You have a very short satsang. Oh, it was at 6, but you don't lose anything, huh?
Tomorrow at 6.
Okay, you are here.
No, tomorrow 7:30.
Yeah, I think next time I will keep the same hour every day to be easier. You want? You want to say anything?
I have nothing to say, Ganga.
No.
No doubt. No question.
Ganga, I would like to expose
Please.
all the ashes to you.
Oh, good. So you are already burnt, but there is some ashes. Okay, tell
But,
me.
there's no knowing how to do it.
Okay, but just speak to me. You want to. What is your attainment?
No attainment.
Yeah, but tell me more.
No, no. There's nothing to attain. There's a
Nothing.
job to attain something.
Okay, and so what can we share then? Why you said there are some ashes?
Just to...
To have a sharing.
Yes, somehow.
And where did you learn that? How did you come to this?
it was already there. It was just not seen.
Yeah, but how did you come to this? What happened to you to see that?
I just dropped and dropped.
You search. First you search?
First I was a very serious seeker for sure.
Okay. And you had a finger, you had a teacher?
Well, there were some teachers.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you investigated?
Yes, and then it became clear to search is itself the biggest mistake.
Okay. So you keep quiet then? You keep quiet or what? How you will express it?
Yeah, quietness. Even I wouldn't even say keep it quietness because that can become a concept too.
Okay.
So just with being without being somebody or something, just being aware with the unfolding in every moment, something like that. Because the unfolding itself is presence.
Ooh. Ashes, unfolding and presence are not very lucky words.
That's what you say. It's just anyway.
Okay.
I mean,
I would not even speak of presence, you know. Unfolding, to unfold what? When it is so obvious, the self-obviousness. No, I just say, I respond to words.
Yeah.
And the idea of ashes, I don't know. It was speaking very much to him, he understood. But why you took up the ashes?
Just
like that.
Just in case.
Then you're a lucky guy, huh?
Good try.
I have nothing to say. And what do you do with that? You are teaching?
Well, it's there's nothing to teach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better. Good. So, something more?
Ganga, in my mind is always wake up from dreams. this idea, concept, and
you wake up from the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a dream, huh? This also is a dream. Is a dream, huh?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But you see, you are already awake. You have to wake up when you think you are in a dream. You are, in fact, already awake. So,
My mind thinks that I'm not awake.
of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
this mind.
Okay.
This mind.
Okay.
So many stories, and one day we'll tell that you are already awake and so on. So much talks of the mind. You see, never rely on this mind. Never trust whatever the mind tells. Never. Huh? Happy? Thank you very much.